So yeah, the footage that you just saw was all recorded in 4K 120 and it's available across all the lenses. I am using this now. This is the ultra wide angle and I noticed the autofocus is sometimes struggling, so you better just focus, lock the focus in order to get that beautiful quality. But I must say, this phone is just a beast. Look at the quality. I'm just using the telephoto lens to do some macro. Definitely this is the focal length you want to use, you know, that 85 millimeters. I'm recording 4K 60. Honestly, I'm blown away. I'm just enjoying my walk and it's just been incredible here. And remember, you've got this physical shutter, so if you want to take videos or pictures, you can use that. On the top of that, when I'm recording, I can take pictures during recording, which is always great to see. Look at that. As you can see, my dogs enjoy the walk as much as I did. However, I've got a good idea. I'm going to use both of these phones to take portrait shots. Okay, and then you're gonna tell me which ones you actually prefer. Remember, 650 quid versus 1,000. Is it worth it? Let's have a look. Right, so I'm having a little trouble with the iPhone. First of all, the timer wasn't working, so I had to restart it. Now the picture's not even sharp, so let me try that again. I have set up aperture f2.0 exactly the same as I did switch to and I did on Nubia. Hopefully this time it will work. Yeah, 10 seconds. Let's go. I don't know about you, but picture on the right hand side is so much more pleasing to the eye, but when you get even closer you can see the quality on the iPhone on the left is just gone. Let me show you the camera layout, but first of all, did you see how fast the fingerprint scanner was? That was pretty amazing. Starting with the Pro mode, I love the fact that we can shoot RAW, and again this is available across all the 3 cameras. Brilliant. Then you got your video, you got your resolutions on the side, you can even add different filters. You got the stabilization mode here, more stuff here with the photography. Again, you got the motion capture on as well, or different filters. Portrait photography, make sure you switch the beauty on, because I think by default there was like 3, so I have switched that, and then you can play with the aperture, which is really nice for portrait photography. Again, available on all the 3 lenses. Street photography, and then you got that, you know, panoramic cinematic aspect ratio, and again you can change loads of different settings. And when you go here, there's even more. You got the multi-camera, cloud, the panorama, the time-lapse, low mode, slow motion, the moon. The list goes on and on. What do you think? Is this something that you would consider buying? For me, it's one of the best value for money flagship devices that you can find on the market right now. I really like what Nubia is doing, sticking to the 35mm lens. I am using the portrait video mode. The resolution goes down to 1080p, but when you take portrait shots with this lens, wow, the quality is just insane. I'm a huge fan of that blurry back effect. Check this out. let's talk about selfie, which is definitely the weakest point of this device. However, I don't think people care much about that because they just want to use that beautiful display. So on the display, selfie, yeah, it's just okay. What I would love to see what Xiaomi did. Please, Nubia, get that small display at the back so people can just use the main camera for the selfie. So I would love to see that in the future. But let's have a look at some selfies anyway. But let me check on stabilization. And I don't think the stabilization is that great. However, I think it's a little bit better than the previous generation. But guess what? It's all about photography. Let me switch camera. This is stabilization. It is another cloudy day. I will be checking on the zoom with that building there, so you can see that in a minute. And then we've got the optical zoom. So let's go all the way up to times 15. And this is the quality. That looks pretty good, I must say. Switch back to ultra wide angle and take some pictures now. I must say that I'm a huge fan of these telephoto lens because you can get through those to take pictures of the animals. Check this out. Just using the 4K 120 frames per second. And the quality is just amazing. Wow. But let me show you quickly all those features for low light conditions. You got the light draw, you can do the time lapse. And I even tried like a multi-layer exposure, which is pretty cool. Like there is so many features. You know, honestly, I don't think you will be disappointed. And on the top of that, there are some options to shoot in the RAW file. So if you want to do your own editing, then I don't think you'll be disappointed. You know, even the moon. Sadly, the weather here is just not that great. It's just been cloudy all day and pretty much all evening. So I was very lucky to capture all this footage. I need to be quick because it's been raining all day and all evening. So this is the video quality, ultra wide angle, 4K 60 FPS. You know, as long as you're not moving much, then the footage looks really nice. As I mentioned before, the stabilization is just okay. It could be better though, but it's not actually that bad. And then you've got that optical zoom. Yeah, but let's take some pictures now. Now I think it's worth pointing out one thing that I don't like when you do portraits, okay, it always goes to f11, which is not that great for portrait photography, and I keep forgetting this. So when you do your shots, try to bring that f-stop like f2.8 or maybe even lower. I like to keep it around 2. Let's have a look at the results now. if you love night photography and some cool features, then you will definitely like this. Check this out. And this is maximum zoom times 15, and I must say the quality looks pretty good to me. But let me switch back to ultra wide angle. Did you see how fast that was, that transition between the lenses? Wow. But let's carry on with my shots. I completely forgot about the dual mode video. One of the features I really like. In fact, I was making camera comparison between the Vivo X300 Pro and Oppo Find X9 Pro, and someone just pointed out from you, my subscribers, that the Vivo does not have the dual mode video, because I know loads of people using this. Please remember, this phone from today till the 2nd of December with some discounts, £559 for 256 gigabytes of storage version. That's half a price, well, nearly half a price of the iPhone Air I was showing you earlier. Like, this is just way better. Wow. Okay, final conclusion about the Nubia Z80 Ultra, and I must say I'm a huge fan. If you don't really mind the selfie and stabilization, this is such a powerful device. You've got the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Don't forget about the huge 7200 mAh battery. On the top of that, 144 refresh rate display. So for gaming, consuming media, this phone is a beast. And remember, £550 for this spec is absolutely crazy. I am a huge fan of this 35mm lens of the main camera, and you know what, the ultra wide angle surprisingly was also very good. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I could do some camera comparison with some other flagships. Remember, the same chipset devices like the OnePlus 15 that will be coming soon will cost you around £1,000. For 550 quid, you're looking like the Xiaomi 15T. Let me know which devices you want me to compare this Nubia with, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.